What makes a great anime? It's a simple question that many people have asked for a long time, and some may argue that it's a result of flawless animation, while others may say that it's more so a product of good plot and character development. And while I would agree that these are almost certainly important factors for creating a captivating story, when I look back at any of the series that have left a resonating impact on me, I would be hard pressed to tell you one specific aspect that made the show great, but I am instead taken back to an emotion, how I felt after the final credits rolled for the final episode. And within the past couple of years, while we have all been spoiled for choice in regards to good series that I've enjoyed watching, none of them have been able to captivate that rush of emotions I long for after finishing a show. That is, until I finally decided to watch a series that, like many others, I had put off for the past year. A series by the name of Vivy for its eye song. Set in the distant future, when highly evolved AIs are out to eradicate mankind, the carnage that ensues fills the air with the stench of fresh blood and burning bodies. And in a desperate bid to prevent this calamity from ever occurring, a scientist bets everything on a remnant from the past. Now, as we turn back the clock 100 years, AIs are already an integral part of human society, programmed with one specific mission meant to be carried out for their entire course of operation. Diva, who we will later come to know as Vivy, is the first ever autonomous AI and is a songstress tasked with spreading happiness through her voice. In a theme park where she hardly ever gets a proper audience, she strives to pour her heart into her performances, bound to repeat it day after day. That is until an advanced AI from the future by the name of Matsumoto appears before her and enlists her help in stopping a devastating war 100 years in the making. With no time to process this revelation that flips her world upside down, Vivy is catapulted into a century-long journey to avert a violent history that is yet to come. I believe that it's also notable to mention that this series is written by Taipei Nagasaki, who is most well known for being the creator of Re:Zero, and the show is animated by Wit Studio, which is the same studio that brought us the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan. And based off the synopsis and the team behind the show, you might expect Vivy to be nothing more than an action-filled sci-fi adventure, and you would be correct. To an extent, that is, as the overarching plot is based on a relatively generic sci-fi trope. However, where Vivy truly shines is at times in the series' quietest moments, as the show attempts to answer the underlying question of what does it mean to put your heart into something, and in a more general sense, what does it truly mean to be human? Which is once again not exactly a new concept, as there are many notable series that have constructed their own interpretation of this question. But what makes this series in particular so special is in its subtleties. Take Vivy herself for example. On the surface she appears to be perfect in every way, from her beauty to her singing and her way to captivate humans all across the world, which directly foils her inner self as she struggles to comprehend what it truly means to have a heart. And instead of outright stating this, the director chooses to use the AI's eyes, since after all, the eyes are considered by many to be the gateways to the soul, to accomplish this, and does so by contrasting the AI's flawless outward appearance to close-up shots of their eyes, where it's clear to see the gears and cogs that make up what they truly are, which in a sense is ironic, as throughout the series the AIs are the ones who are ultimately shown to possess the most humanity. That being said, these more philosophical moments are perfectly balanced by some of the best fight choreography and action sequences that I've seen in modern animation, as each scene is animated with a level of intensity and gravitas behind it that is able to effortlessly convey the weight and importance of Vivy's and Matsumoto's mission. And in the end, it was this effortless balance of flawless animation, a good plot, and character development that ultimately made me fall in love with the series, and left me eagerly awaiting each episode. So do yourself a favor and set aside 4 hours to give this 13 episode series a watch, and I can almost assuredly guarantee that by the end you'll have a new understanding and appreciation of what it means to put all of your heart into something, and ultimately what it truly means to be human. Well, there you have it, my thoughts on why Vivy for its eye song is the best anime that you have yet to watch. So if you've made it to the end of this video and enjoyed it or found it helpful, hit the like button and consider subscribing to stay up to date on all future anime content. And if not, until next time, signing out.